Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia, impartido por Halterofilia Aplicada SB con certificación de Asociación de Levantamiento de Pesas del Estado Táchira, Venezuela, Federación Venezolana de Levantamiento de Pesas y Comité Olímpico Venezolano. Halterofilia Aplicada SB te ofrece especialización instruccional que contiene componentes de formación individual y pedagógica. Porque el negocio del deporte es complejo. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB cuenta con un programa de 200 horas teórico-práctico, 6 módulos, desarrollo y presentación de proyectos factibles, webinars con tópicos de vanguardia, duración 6 meses totalmente online. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia. Abre el proceso de inscripción. Para mayor información a través de nuestro correo electrónico halterofiliaaplicada@gmail.com o a través de nuestras redes sociales @halterofiliaaplicada_sb. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB. Te ayudamos a trazar el camino que quieres seguir para tu futuro profesional. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia, impartido por Halterofilia Aplicada SB con certificación de Asociación de Levantamiento de Pesas del Estado Táchira, Venezuela, Federación Venezolana de Levantamiento de Pesas y el Comité Olímpico Venezolano. Halterofilia Aplicada SB te ofrece especialización instruccional que contiene componentes de formación individual y pedagógica. Porque el negocio del deporte es complejo. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB, dirigido a entrenadores, dirigentes, atletas, coach, personal trainer, team de entidades deportivas, publicitarias, estudiantes de publicidad, mercadeo, gerencia, administración y afines, totalmente online. máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia. Abre el proceso de inscripción. Para mayor información a través de nuestro correo electrónico halterofiliaaplicada@gmail.com o a través de nuestras redes sociales @halterofiliaaplicada.sb. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB. Te ayudamos a trazar el camino que quieres seguir para tu futuro profesional.
Welcome to the Uzbekistan Weightlifting Cup, celebrating the independence of Uzbekistan 29 years ago. This weightlifting event is a virtual event happening only online, with our athletes gathered from all around the world, lifting at home on their platforms or their gyms, wherever they can find a set of weights and a platform. Let's meet the athletes in the women's plus 87 kilo category. We have athletes from the United States, Mexico, Europe, as well as Asia. Representing Ecuador, Emily Anangono. Representing the United States of America, Essie Bradley. Representing Mexico, Gladys Bueno. Representing Moldova, Elena Chilicic. Representing Poland, Kinga Kaczmarzyk. Representing People's Republic of China, Li Wenwen. Representing Venezuela, Januska Espinoza. Representing Poland, Zelinska Stubinska. We also have technical officials for this session in the women's plus 87 kilo Group A session. From Chile, Italo Baratini. From Romania, Georgeta Ion. And from Armenia, Arek Alarbajan. We have a reserve official as well in case of emergency. She is from Egypt. Her name is Wafa Musa. Our timekeeper and marshal is Bowen Stewart. He's in Australia. And the reserves will only press a button in the event of a technical problem with our main referees. The final changes are in. We're going to call our first attempt in the snatch. Representing Moldova, 90 kilos, Elena Chilicic. This is her first attempt. Kaczmarzyk, Poland next. And we're underway with Chilicic, a good lift. A good lift on our first attempt in the plus 87 kilo category. Our next athlete is 92 kilos, representing Poland, Kinga Kaczmarzyk. 92 kilos, first attempt. Anangona, Ecuador, next. That lift is also a good lift for Kaczmarzyk, Poland, 92 kilos. 95 kilos now, heading to Ecuador. 95 kilos, Emily Anangono. This is her first attempt. She'll be followed by Gladys Bueno, Mexico, at a heavier weight. A good lift for Anangono of Ecuador, 95 kilos. Our next attempt. To Mexico, 100 kilos being placed on the bar for Gladys Bueno. Mexico, first attempt. Jesse Bradley, United States, next. Thirty seconds. Bueno's lift is a good lift. Good lift at 100 kilos. 103 kilos now. Representing the United States of America is Jessie Bradley, her first attempt in the snatch. Bradley, USA.
Yep, you're good.
Good lift for Jessie Bradley, United States of America, 103 kilos. 110 kilos now. The athlete representing Venezuela is Yanuska Espinoza, 110 kilos, her first attempt in the snatch. She'll be followed by China and Li Wenwen. Espinoza, Venezuela, 110 kilos. A good lift for Espinoza, good lift. One final attempt remaining in this first round. We'll explain the round system to you in a minute. Representing People's Republic of China, 120 kilos, Li Wenwen. No lift for Li Wenwen at 120 kilos. She still has 2 attempts to come. As I explained to you just a few moments ago, we are in a round system, which is a different way to handle a weightlifting meet. Each of our athletes now has 30 seconds to make changes to their weight for the next round. And while we're in the round, we're in the 30 seconds now. That is the opportunity for the athletes to make those changes. Each athlete or the coach has 2 changes to make. Once the attempts are set for the next round, each athlete will lift in turn with the weight going up. Once all the first attempts are done, the 30-second clock begins, just like right now for the second round, and the athlete attempts will be reordered every round so that we're starting at the lightest and working our way to the heaviest. And once the third round of the snatch is finished, we'll take a 10-minute break before we segue into the clean and jerk. The time has expired on the 30-second increment for all changes. We'll start with our athlete. 96 kilos, representing Moldova, Elena Chilicik. She'll be followed by Kaczmarzyk, Poland. And that is a good lift for Chilicik. Now 97 kilos, 1 more kilo. Kinga Kaczmarzyk, Poland. Second attempt in the snatch. She'll be followed in lifting order by Anangono, Ecuador. The bar is ready for Kaczmarzyk. A good lift for Kinga Kaczmarzyk of Poland, 97 kilos. Next athlete, requesting 100 kilos, representing Ecuador, Emily Anangono. Bueno, Mexico next. All white lights for Anangono at 100 kilos. Next athlete, 105 kilos, representing Mexico, Gladys Bueno. Bueno, second attempt, 105 kilos. Jessie Bradley, USA, next. Bueno back in her chair before the lights even come on, and it is a good lift. She was confident. Good lift at 105 kilos. 107 kilos now, representing the United States of America in the women's 87-plus kilo category, is Jessie Bradley, second attempt. Espinoza next. No lift for Bradley, 107 kilos. She has one more attempt coming to her in the snatch. Now, 115 kilos, Venezuela, Yaniuska Espinoza, second attempt in the snatch. Li Wenwen, China, next. That is a happy athlete in Venezuela, 115 kilos, success. Good lift. Last attempt of the second round of the snatch of the women's plus 87 kilo Group A session, 120 kilos. People's Republic of China, Li Wenwen. A good lift for Li Wenwen, 120 kilos. Now, we talked about the round system and how some things are different. One thing that remains the same is that the athlete has the same number of lifts. Each athlete has 3 attempts in the snatch and then 3 attempts in the clean and jerk. The judges, 3 of them, will judge every lift. Each successful lift in the snatch, the heaviest successful lift in the snatch for each athlete, adds up to the heaviest successful lift in the clean and jerk for the same athlete, and that gets you a total. The best total gets the shiniest medal, and each athlete is trying to maximize both lifts and all of the attempts to try and get the best total they can in comparison to their other athletes participating. This is the conclusion of the 30-second time break. The opportunity for them to make all their changes. We'll call our first athlete, 100 kilos, representing Moldova, Elena Chilichik. Kaczmarczyk. Poland next. No lift there for Chilichik of Moldova at 100 kilos. She finishes the snatch portion with the 96 kilos that she made on her second attempt. Now, Poland, 100 kilos on the bar. Kinga Kaczmarczyk. This is attempt number 3 in the snatch. Anangono, Ecuador next. No lift for Kaczmarczyk at 100 kilos. 5 more kilos going on a bar, 105 kilos now. In Ecuador, Emily Anangono. This is her third attempt in the snatch. No lift there as well from Anangono of Ecuador at 105 kilos. 107 kilos being requested in the United States. Let's head to USA with Jessie Bradley. Final attempt in the snatch. No lift for Jessie Bradley at 107 kilos. 108 kilos now. Mexico, Gladys Bueno. Final attempt in the snatch. Bueno, 108 kilos. Majority decision says that's a good lift for Bueno, 108 kilos. Now, 120 kilos being requested in Venezuela. Final attempt in the snatch, Yaliuska Espinoza, 120 kilos. Li Wenwen, People's Republic of China next. No lift this time for Espinoza, 120 kilos. Our final athlete in the snatch portion of this session is calling for 125 kilos. People's Republic of China, Li Wenwen, 125 kilos, final attempt. A good lift for Li Wenwen, 125 kilos. And that is our last lift in the snatch portion of this session. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard and see where we are at. Li Wenwen leads with 125 kilos after going 2 for 3 so far. She's followed by 115 kilos for Januska Espinoza. And then right now in third position would be 108 kilos for Mexico's Gladys Bueno. We're going to take a quick break here. We've got a clean and jerk portion coming up in about 9 minutes time. In the meanwhile, we're going to check out an interview and we'll check out the highlights from the snatch portion that we've seen so far.
Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia, impartido por Halterofilia Aplicada SB con certificación de Asociación de Levantamiento de Pesas del Estado Táchira, Venezuela, Federación Venezolana de Levantamiento de Pesas y Comité Olímpico Venezolano. Halterofilia Aplicada SB te ofrece especialización instruccional que contiene componentes de formación individual y pedagógica. Porque el negocio del deporte es complejo. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB cuenta con un programa de 200 horas teórico-práctico, 6 módulos, desarrollo y presentación de proyectos factibles, webinars con tópicos de vanguardia, duración 6 meses totalmente online. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia. Abre el proceso de inscripción. Para mayor información a través de nuestro correo electrónico halterofiliaaplicada@gmail.com o a través de nuestras redes sociales @halterofiliaaplicada_sb. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB. Te ayudamos a trazar el camino que quieres seguir para tu futuro profesional.
Hello, it's your host speaking.
Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia, impartido por Halterofilia Aplicada SB con certificación de Asociación de Levantamiento de Pesas del Estado Táchira, Venezuela, Federación Venezolana de Levantamiento de Pesas y el Comité Olímpico Venezolano. Halterofilia Aplicada SB te ofrece especialización instruccional que contiene componentes de formación individual y pedagógica. Porque el negocio del deporte es complejo. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB, dirigido a entrenadores, dirigentes, atletas, coach, personal trainer, team de entidades deportivas, público publicitarias, estudiantes de publicidad, mercadeo, gerencia, administración y afines, totalmente online. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia. Abre el proceso de inscripción. Para mayor información a través de nuestro correo electrónico halterofiliaaplicada@gmail.com o a través de nuestras redes sociales @halterofiliaaplicada.sb. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB. Te ayudamos a trazar el camino que quieres seguir para tu futuro profesional.
Sport competition in Poland, we see that many athletes have worked very hard through this difficult period.
So, as we talk about national competitions, are any organized now?
Yes. More and more competition are organized. For example, last weekend in Poland, there was a competition where near to 200 young weightlifters completed. Of course, the competition was run according to the safety rules of the pandemics, but all the participation was safe.
And how are the preparations for Tokyo Olympics going?
At the beginning of June, we returned to the sports camp, preparing the athletes who are still fighting or to Olympic qualification. So now we try normally, of course, with the special safety rules. For example, we don't meet the athletes in other sports, and we have to wear the mask everywhere without the gym.
So what do you think about the present situation? What are your feelings about it?
This situation is not comfortable for athletes, but also for coaches. It is very difficult to plan the training program when we don't know when the performance of athletes should be the best. We still not certain which competition will be take place, but also the athletes needs to take in a competition because it is motivated them to the hard work, to very, very difficult work like in weightlifting.
And what are your hopes for the nearest future? Can you share it with us?
I hope that we will slowly return to the regular sports competition. We will be able to train and to complete as we did it before the pandemic. In my opinion, online competition is very interesting. It's a very good idea in this situation. Athletes can safely compete with players from all worlds, and they can motivate themselves to continue a very, very hard work. I hope that we will survive this very difficult time, and that we will meet a big competition as soon as it will be possible.
Okay, thank you, Paulina, for agreeing for this interview. Wish you all the best, and hope we'll see in the nearest future in the international competition.
Thank you very much. I wish all weightlifting family good health, and I hope to see you soon in real life.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We've got about 52 seconds remaining. Maybe about a minute remaining before we head back in. The athletes are making their final changes to their weights. If we take a look again at the scoreboard, you can see that Li Wenwen has a significant lead after the snatch portion of the session, 125 kilos made on her final attempt. She's followed by Espinosa with 115 kilos of Venezuela, who made that on her second attempt. Our third place contestant, so far 3 for 3. Well done for Gladys Bueno. She has 108 kilos that she will carry forward into the clean and jerk in a quest for the best total. Rounding it out, it's Jessie Bradley in fourth. In fifth, Emily Anangono. Sixth belongs to Kaczmarczyk, and 7 is Elena Chilichik. The time has expired. We're about to start the clean and jerk. 115 kilos, representing Moldova. The first attempt in the clean and jerk in the plus 87 kilo class belongs to Elena Chilichik. Anangono, Ecuador, be prepared, you're next. But this is Chilichik, Moldova. A solid opener, a good lift. Elena Chilichik, 115 kilos. Our next athlete, calling for 120 kilos, representing Ecuador, her first attempt in the clean and jerk, Emily Anangono. She'll be followed in lifting order by Kaczmarczyk, Poland, at a heavier weight. Good lift. Anangono, Ecuador, 120 kilos. Add 2 kilos to the bar, travel to the other side of the world from Ecuador, and we're in Poland for Kinga Kaczmarczyk, 122 kilos, first attempt in the clean and jerk. Bueno, Mexico next. Majority decision says good lift for Kaczmarczyk. 123 kilo, or 122 was good for Kaczmarczyk. Now 125 in Mexico. Gladys Bueno, the athlete. Bueno, 125 kilos. Bradley, USA next. "30 seconds, Bueno. 30 seconds. A good lift. Bueno, 125 kilos. Our next athlete is Jessie Bradley of the United States of America. She's requesting 128 kilos on the bar. This is her first attempt in the clean and jerk. She'll be followed in lifting order by Espinoza, Venezuela. Bradley, United States. A good lift. Jessie Bradley, 128 kilos. Next athlete, calling for 140 kilos, representing Venezuela, Yaniuska Espinoza, 140 kilos, first attempt. Li Wenwen, China, next. Good lift, Espinoza of Venezuela, 140 kilos. Our next athlete has the final attempt in the clean and jerk in round one for the women's plus 87 kilo category, representing China, Li Wenwen, 150 kilos. Good lift for Li Wenwen, 150 kilos. And that concludes round one of the clean and jerk. As we can see, Li Wenwen, who dominated the snatch portion of the competition, also has a significant lead after one lift in the clean and jerk. She's in first place in the total right now with 275 kilos. In second place is Yaniuska Espinoza on the back of a 115, 140 performance so far. In third position, we have Gladys Bueno of Mexico at 233 kilos. But there are a number of competitors who are very close and could change the medal standings as they sit right now. 120 kilos. Second attempt in the clean and jerk. Elena Chilichik, Moldova. Anangono, next. A good lift for Chilichik of Moldova, 120 kilos. Next athlete, calling for 125 kilos, representing Ecuador, Emily Anangono. This is her second attempt in the clean and jerk. She'll be followed in lifting order by Kaczmarzyk, Poland. A good lift, majority decision, Anangono of Ecuador, 125 kilos. 129 kilos now, representing Poland, Kinga Kaczmarzyk. This is her second attempt in the clean and jerk. She'll be followed in lifting order by Gladys Bueno, Mexico, at a heavier weight. A happy wave from Kaczmarzyk after a good lift, 129 kilos. Next athlete, representing Mexico, asking for 132 kilos. This is Gladys Bueno, Mexico. Jesse Bradley, USA, next.
heavyweight from Katsmanasek after a good lift, 129 kilos. Next athlete, representing Mexico, asking for 132 kilos. This is Gladys Bueno, Mexico. Jesse Bradley, US.
One kilo more, 133 kilos. Representing the United States of America, Jesse Bradley, second attempt. Espinoza, Venezuela, next. Good lift. Jesse Bradley, 133 kilos. Next up, 145 kilos. Yaniuska Espinoza, Venezuela, second attempt. Lee, China, next.
Vamos, vamos. Corazón, vamos. Vamos a ver, vamos. Bien. Las piernas. Saca las piernas, duro.
No lift, Espinoza, 145 kilos, no lift. 155 kilos now, 155. Li Wenwen, China, the athlete. This will be her second attempt in the clean and jerk. She's currently in the lead in snatch, clean and jerk, and total. A good lift for Li Wenwen, People's Republic of China, 155 kilos. Athletes now have 30 seconds to consult with their coaches and make all the final changes they want on their final attempt in the clean and jerk of this, the women's plus 87 kilo Group A session. As not all of the traditional rules of a weightlifting event can be applied in an online environment, the records set at this meet are not going to be accepted as world records, continental records, or even national records. There is no jury, so no challenge cards or reversals are available. But as you will see in just a few moments, virtual gold, silver, and bronze medals will be awarded in the total. Right now, Li Wenwen carries her lead forward from the snatch into the clean and jerk. One set of lifts left. I will note that Elena Chilichik of Moldova has declined her final attempt, so we have 6 lifts left. We'll start with Ecuador. Emily Anangono, 126 kilos, final attempt in the clean and jerk. Anangono, Ecuador.
Vamos.
30 seconds, Anangono. No lift at that weight. Anangono, 126 kilos. Next weight, 131 kilos. Poland, Kinga Kaczmarzyk. Third attempt, 131 kilos. Bueno, Mexico next. No lift, Kaczmarzyk, 131 kilos. We have our next athlete is Bueno. Gladys Bueno, Mexico, 136 kilos. This is her final attempt in the clean and jerk. We will also note that Yaniuska Espinosa of Venezuela has also declined her third attempt in the clean and jerk. A happy scream from Gladys Bueno of Mexico after a good lift at 136 kilos. Our next athlete calling for 138 kilos is Jessie Bradley, United States of America. This is her final attempt in the clean and jerk. Lee, China, next. $138 kilos is a no lift for Bradley on her third and final attempt. Last attempt of the session. Last attempt belongs to women plus 87 kilo Group A contestant Li Wenwen, People's Republic of China, 160 kilos. A good lift, 3 white lights, and Li Wenwen is credited with 160 kilos on her final clean and jerk, our final clean and jerk in the women's plus 87 kilo category. She has a total of 285 kilos. A quick look at the scoreboard before we head off to our highlights. Li Wenwen, 285 kilos, is in first position. She's followed by Yaniuska Espinosa, Venezuela, who declined her final attempt but still had enough with 115, 140 to place second with 255 kilos. And in third place, Gladys Bueno, Mexico, 108, 136, 6 for 6, not a missed lift, and a total of 244 kilos. we're going to now check out the video of the highlights of that fantastic session of the plus 87 kilo athletes at this event in Tashkent. Taking one last look at the scoreboard here, you can see the Li Wenwen with her performance gave her 285 kilos in total and puts her in first place, followed by Venezuela's Yaniuska Espinosa, who posted 30 kilos less at 255 kilos, 115 and 140. Third position goes to Gladys Bueno. She also, I think, had the best celebration after her final attempt. She got 244 kilos. Rounding out the 7, Jessie Bradley, United States of America, Kinga Kaczmarczyk, Emily Anangono of Ecuador, and Elena Chilichik of Moldova. The medal ceremony now for the plus 87 kilo athletes in the total. The bronze medalist representing Mexico, Gladys Bueno. Silver medalist representing Venezuela, Yaniuska Espinosa. And gold medalist and Uzbek Cup online live champion representing People's Republic of China, Li Wenwen. Now, the anthem of People's Republic of China. Thanks for joining us today for this, the plus 87 kilo category at the Uzbek Online International Cup, celebrating Uzbekistan independence. We have more sessions to come. Up next is the men's 89 kilo A session. That starts at 10:30 p.m. tonight, Tashkent time. If you want to watch the rest of this competition, it's all archived. All you have to do is look up the IWF YouTube channel, or you can watch on ESPN Play or Uzbekistan Television. I'm Richard Mason in Canada. Thank you for joining us, and good lifting.
Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia, impartido por Halterofilia Aplicada SB con certificación D y Comité Olímpico Venezolano. Halterofilia Aplicada SB te ofrece especialización instruccional que contiene componentes de formación individual y pedagógica. Porque el negocio del deporte es complejo. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB cuenta con un programa de 200 horas teórico-práctico, 6 módulos, desarrollo y presentación de proyectos factibles, webinars con tópicos de vanguardia, duración 6 meses totalmente online. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia. Abre el proceso de inscripción. Para mayor información a través de nuestro correo electrónico halterofiliaaplicada@gmail.com o a través de nuestras redes sociales @halterofiliaaplicada_sb. Máster en Mercadeo Deportivo y Halterofilia Aplicada SB. Te ayudamos a trazar el camino que quieres seguir para tu futuro profesional.